Hi everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have got a cheery and very simple birthday card using a fun new stamp set from My Favorite Things. This is called Pumped Up Alphas, and every letter in this stamp set is a balloon. Kinda cute. Alright, let's take a look at the products I'm using today. Here's a look at the stamp set, the pumped up alphas that come with the letters, and of course little optional strings for your balloon letters. I've got some inks here from Pinkfresh Studio, and I will have all the supplies that I'm using listed below the video. Also, my nails match the packaging. Thank you. I also have some reverse strips from Simon Says Stamp. These are the All the Happy set, and I really love these because they make creating sentiments so easy. And I've got some Neenah Solar White cardstock, and I'll have a few other products as we go. So I'm busting out my MISTI today because I want to make sure that I can keep stamping in the same place. Now when you first use stamps, and this is the first time I've used this set, they're very sticky, so if your paper gets pulled up, just reposition it. And now I'm going to start stamping. The first color is the Sparkling Rose. I'm just going to ink up my stamp really well and go ahead and start stamping. The thing that's nice about a MISTI tool is the ability to stamp again in the exact same place on the chance that you don't get a great impression. Well, when stamps are brand new, they sometimes need a little bit of conditioning, which is basically code for use, before they stamp perfectly every time. So stamping more than once will get that great impression. Cleaning each stamp off with my stamp chamois, and then I will repeat the process. Just doing a little bit of overlapping here because I thought it would be cute. And also, I'm not really too worried about what I'm stamping being perfectly centered because I am going to trim this panel down, and you'll see that in just a few minutes. But I'm working my way through the rainbow. I'm going, let's see, the pink is my red. I've got my orange here. Then I'm going to jump to yellow with the sweet mustard, again overlapping the letter there just like that. Picking that up, and almost every time I pick up the brand new fresh stamps, I have to reposition the paper. So it's just really important to reposition it so that when you go back to stamp it that second time, you know you are going to be right in the same spot. All right, moving along to the final color. The green I had to stamp actually 3 times, and you'll see that it was just a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be. A lot of times when I make cards, I will make one first just to kind of see how it looks. This one, I lived on the edge. I rolled the dice. I thought, I have an idea. I think it's going to work, and I really wasn't sure. And when I did the second stamping of the green, I thought, I think I'm going to hit that one more time. And once I did, I had a really nice array of very bold, happy color. And when those colors dry, they also smooth out. Next, I'm taking one of the curved little string stamps, and I'm going to stamp on the strings. Now, I couldn't decide at first if I wanted to go with a light gray or black, but I went with black, and I'm glad that I did because I stamped a gray off to the side, and I didn't really like how that looked. I wanted it to be a little bolder. So all I'm doing here is lining up this stamp, cleaning it, of course, in between each stamping, so that the little string lines up with the little area on the balloon where you would tie it off. And I'm adding these just sort of, well, I guess you'd say willy-nilly. I just wanted them to overlap. And again, I really didn't know, is this going to look good or is this going to look eh? And actually, it ended up looking pretty cute, if I do say so. But when I stamped the bee down, I realized I didn't quite get it lined up with the base of the bee. But it still looked pretty good, but I grabbed a Pilot pen here, just practiced writing. I'm not very confident when I freehand anything, so I held my breath, literally, and I thought, please don't mess this up. I closed up that thread, thought that looked good, and then I thought, I'm just gonna add a couple little, like, strings where the balloons would tie off. And once I did this, I was extremely proud of my freehand drawing, because that's about as good as it gets. I'm framing this out now. As I said, it wasn't centered, but now it will be centered. Cutting it out with one of my favorite dies from Waffle Flower Crafts. This is their A2 Layers die, and I use it almost on every card project. It's fantastic. Now I have a perfectly trimmed panel. Next, I'll grab these reverse sentiment strips, and the thing that I love about these, it creates this white on black. It's printed with black ink, So you have this perfect sentiment. I don't know if you struggle with stamping and embossing with white sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes mine look great. Sometimes they don't look so great. But these sort of take away the need to stamp and emboss, and you can cut them apart like I'm doing here and just take whatever part of the strip you want to use on your card project. Now these have a white core, so I like to take, this is my favorite pen for doing this, T10 is a Copic marker, toner gray, and where you see that white core, I just run the brush tip over to remove it, darken it, and make it look like it's solid black cardstock. Next, I'll prep my card base. I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. This is going to be a US A2 card size, and that is 5.5 inches wide by 4 1/4 tall. I like to tape my card bases closed because this Neenah Solar white paper is pretty thick and it will pop open on you, and I need it to be flat when I'm aligning my elements. Got some foam tape on the back here, and I'm just going to pop up my panel with that nice bit of framing margin space, and then I'll bring in my clear T-square to pop up and line up the wishes. I thought that looked cute, but to finish the card, I recently got some of these little things from Lucy's cards, and I love this mix, so I picked a few colors that would pick up the colors of my stamping with my little Studio Katia wand. This is new. I'm trying this thing out, and so far works pretty well for picking up jewels. And I'm just using Connect glue from Gina K Designs to add my gems to the project. And that's it. It's actually a really simple card project, but I think the stamp set is super fun. Like, you could come up with, well, basically anything that you want to say and stamp it down and turn that greeting into fantastic balloon sentiments. All the supplies, again, you will find listed below the video. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.